Hi, I'm Darkstar. Check out this RPG that I'm making. So what I'm doing makes no sense, and I don't care. I'm just doing it. And this is crazy, cause I didn't expect it to actually work. So the game is an old school dungeon crawler, inspired by gems like Gothic, Diablo and Fatalis. So this is the progress I made in 9 months. So I'm gonna show each feature I have so far, one by one. The world is very interactable. You can grab, move and throw items and objects around. There's 3 different ways of throwing things. First one, with left click, you throw forward. Easy to aim, fixed velocity. The second way, with right click, you have more control, but it's harder to aim. This one has almost unlimited velocity, so it gives the player more control. This one is for pro gamers. And then the third one, combat throwing, which does damage too. Oh. See, it did 4 damage. Then we have a Diablo-style inventory system with stacking, item rarities, with set items, unique items. You can use items, you can eat. You can read documents. Then the equipment system. Everything shows up on the character, so it all works. And the rings show up too. Each ring slot has its own finger. There's also quality of life mechanics. You can double click to auto equip and auto unequip. And you can also swap items with double click. And then stats. Most items grant stats. They're all tied to a character. It increases your power, your damage, your speed, everything. The stats are similar to Diablo. Then we have containers. You can put your stuff in barrels, in chests, in many things. They can all have different sizes, any size. You can even move the barrel around, then open it again. It will have your items. This opens up possibilities. And you can also save everything. Your inventory, every NPC inventory, and every container. You can safely put stuff in every barrel, in any barrel, move them around, and when you load again, everything will be there. Your equipment also. Everything is there. Your equipment, your inventory, and the containers as well. And not only that, as a bonus, everything on the floor saves as well. Every item you leave on the floor will save too. And it's scalable too. I can add hundreds of containers in a world and dozens of NPCs. Then combat. I already have 4 weapon modes: unarmed, one-handed, bows, and throwing. And 2 more modes are coming later. So unarmed. You can punch people. You can attack in 4 different directions, like in Mount & Blade and other games like that, with different animations for each direction. Also, I have achieved perfect aiming, so wherever you look, you will punch or slash or stab exactly in the center of the screen. And yeah, this is like, yeah, okay, of course. But the thing is, I achieved this with a single skeleton for the player, so I'm proud of that. Then one-handed attacks are the same, 4 directions, 4 different attacks. The hit reactions for the NPCs are procedural. That means the enemy react animation is different from every angle you attack him from, without having to do tens and hundreds of animations. There's also a falling and getting up system. NPCs can fall down for various reasons. They can fall down if they trip, if they get knocked unconscious, and other reasons, like if they trip again, or if you throw large objects at them, and then they will also get back up. And also, I forgot to mention, you can also kick things and people. There's a kicking mechanic too. We interrupt this program for a quick announcement. Did you notice that in recent years, 1080p YouTube videos just look so bad, so low quality? Have you ever wondered why? Well, that is because YouTube lowered the bitrate for 1080p videos. Heavily lowered it. That's why your 1080p videos look so bad. But what if I told you there's an easy fix? Just 3 clicks. You click on the wheel here, then click here, and then click 4040p. Done. Just 3 clicks. Now the video is gonna look much better. Congrats! You just did yourself, the viewer, and me, the creator, a huge service. Everybody wins. So again, if your video is playing right now at 1080p, it's gonna look horrible. Everything I recorded is ruined. It just looks so bad, so compressed, and there's literally nothing I can do about it, except to beg you to change the quality to 4040p. So you probably do want to watch this video in a good quality, right? So again, to do that, just click settings, then click here, then click here. Done. Now everything is gonna look great, as it should. There's also a landing system, with different animations and different damages. If you fall from big heights, you will land hard and take damage, and eventually die. And it scales properly. You're not gonna die from falling from 3.5 meters, like in some games. And now, let's talk about the enemy AI. So this is Grom, my test humanoid. Say hi. So Grom has 13 unique combat actions. I'm actually proud of how I designed this character's AI. Like, this guy can literally kick your ass, dude. So hard, unless you throw barrels at him. So he can move around you. He can move around left, right, back, circle around you. He has 3 different attacks with different animations. He can also dodge your attacks. He can jump back or jump sideways. And not only that, he knows which type of attack you do and reacts to it. So if you do a sideways attack, he will never dodge sideways because he would get hit by that attack. So he will always dodge backwards if he decides to dodge. And if you do forward attacks or stabbings, only then he may dodge sideways. Then there's a blocking mechanic. I think it's better than other games because blocking will not block the full damage. So you don't get into situations where the enemy just perma-blocks forever. That's boring. So instead, I designed blocking so that I will block most of the damage, but not all the damage. So you can't just cheese enemies with perma-blocking. I think this makes combat more interesting and more dynamic. You're forced to do something. By the way, this blocking system took me forever to implement. It was extremely difficult. It was a total nightmare. Like, some parts of this AI system are literally made through sheer willpower. The amount of insane quirks, bugs and issues that I had to go through, you can't even imagine or comprehend how insane it is. It's beyond reason. I swear, game dev, it's black magic. But wait, there's more. Grom also has an enrage mode when he's low health. When his life goes below 25%, he plays an enrage animation and his AI behavior actually changes. He gets a new dual wield attack, which does double the damage of a normal attack because he attacks with both weapons at once. And his AI actions change. Like, he won't dodge anymore, he won't move around as much, just keep attacking you mostly. So his set of actions change, and his stats change too. He's faster and stronger. So it's not just like, oh, just increased stats. No. Enrage mode is a complete behavior change. But wait, there's even more. Grom can also throw knives at you. The knives can get stuck in any surface, in walls, in floors, in your body. And if you open your inventory, you can actually pick some of them up from your own body, if you can reach them with your cursor. They can get stuck in items and objects too. So you can do things like this. You can pick up an object and use it to shield yourself from range attacks. This works with items as well. They will collide even with items that you throw. So both projectiles can cancel each other out in mid-air. Like so. And there's another crazy thing you can do. If you're fast enough, you can actually grab the knife he's throwing at you in mid-air, Miyagi style, and you'll go in your inventory without taking the damage. These are some of my favorite emergent mechanics. And you can throw and shoot things yourself. You can shoot pretty much anything. The walls, the floor, objects, items. And they all have physics reaction. You can do stuff like this. Play around with the environment. And you can pick up the arrows after you shoot them. You can actually pick them up from anything. From items, from objects, from the walls, from everything. They all interact with each other. You can also put an item into your inventory that has arrows in it, and then the arrows will separate, and then you can pick the arrows up. And you can even pick up the arrows from people. So you can shoot someone, pick up the arrow from their body, and then shoot them again with that same arrow. And there's a blood system for the arrows, where blood pools form and they slowly grow in size. And for the rocks, they leave bruises as well. So yeah, this blood system is pretty visceral. I'm probably gonna add an option to disable it. It's not for everyone. I even added dismembering and some black comedy features, some wacky stuff where you can do stuff like this. Or things like this. We have cursed things here too. We have that too. Then we have weapons with status effects, aka buffs/debuffs. Also, I want to take the time to do a little rant on the name buff. Like, what is buff, dude? I personally don't like this name. Buff. Buff me, dude. Let's get buffed. I don't like this name. Buff. This is what our language has come to? Is this the best we can do? So I actually made a system, a buff system, but this doesn't even cover the whole thing. Because you have debuffs too, which are negative. So I would have to say I made a buff/debuff system. It's just a mess. So instead, I'm gonna call them conditions. It's just practical. It covers both buffs and debuffs, all in one word. I like it. So conditions. So I made a condition system. So things like stunned, bleeding, poisoned, frozen, burned, burning, etc. So the most important one is stun, because it was the hardest one to implement. So I have a full stun mechanic. So you can stun enemies, you can get stunned. Weapons can have the stun debuff on them, the stun condition on them. Bows and rocks can stun too. And this was a nightmare to implement as well. but I really wanted it into the game. Then I have poison, and I can add basically anything with this system. It all works. I can add multiple stacks of the same condition, like Huskar's Burning Spear for example. So that's it. That was it for today. So this was 9 months of work. So the funny thing is, once I got to this point, I was like, okay, I gotta do a devlog now. But the thing is, I hate doing devlogs and promoting and talking and all that stuff. So this point was like a year ago. So I procrastinated this devlog basically a whole year. So since then, I have done a lot more. There's way more stuff done than this. So I already need to start working on the next video. So the truth of the matter is, I'm making a beast, a monster, Frankenstein's monster. I do feel a little bit like this. So the question is, can I control it? Can I carry this monster without going mad and losing control? Join me in my journey and find out what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked what you saw. And thank you for watching.